Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So this one is going to be all about some SimGuru Q&A in relation to the Sims 4 kits that just released. I thought this would be a good idea to do even before my full review of these kits, especially considering that they do answer some pretty common questions. So without further ado, let's get right into things. And we're gonna start off with something on a more humorous note. So Jen, XUrbanSimsX, says, so this is what happens if you don't clean your house for 5 days. You don't get to have a house! Hashtag bust the dust. And you can see this upper floor is, well, it's not entirely on fire, but there is quite a bit of fire around and everything's just really dirty and not a pleasant place to live. And SimGuru Ninja responded saying, told you to be careful, those filth fiends are, well, fiendish. Basically what happens is if you let your house get dirty, then dust bunnies can show up and they're initially pretty harmless, but then if you let your house get even dirtier, then those filth fiends show up, which can be more aggressive and even spontaneously combust on occasion. So, yep, that's what happened. It's good to see that there are some consequences if you do not clean your house, even if it is a little over the top. Next, Emma says, this is not clear at all. The kits affect the releases of expansions, game packs, and stuff packs as we are used to. And SimGuru Frost replies, with kits have zero impact on the release of other packs. Also, kits will not be made to supplement other packs, kits will have standalone themes. And Evanla24 asked, will kits be released in groups of 3 or alone? And will they be released every month or a couple months, or is there no concrete timeline? And Frost says, no concrete timeline, however they will be more frequent than packs. Well, we'll see how this goes, because I feel like the kits that we have now can tie into existing packs, even if these items were not made back when the packs first released. Because the Bust the Dust kit, I feel like, could tie either into Laundry Day or Parenthood, and the Country Kitchen could go pretty well with Cool Kitchen, so that you have more than just the one kitchen set. Or, if we get a farming expansion pack this year, then I feel like that would supplement that theoretical pack. And then with the throwback fit kits, it would go pretty well with fitness stuff, although the theme of fitness stuff was more modern. But then kind of like with Cool Kitchen, then maybe there could have been more variety of what's there. Maybe future kits will be more individual, but I don't know. There's already so many packs out for The Sims 4, it's kind of hard not to tie a pack into another one. And, well, the whole timeline thing sounds kind of interesting, because then if it was supposed to be as frequent as, say, The Sims 3 store, where it was once a month and then later on it was twice a month, then they would probably already know that. But since there is no concrete timeline, then I guess we might not even get them every single month. It might be every few months or something. But I think that they will help fill in the gaps a little bit so that there's less content droughts. Although I would still prefer the content droughts personally over the kits. But it definitely is annoying how there can be those long periods of time where just nothing happens. And that is especially prevalent during, well, around now actually. Because when I'm recording this video, it's early March, and usually by now we are in a content drought, if it hasn't already started by like mid to late February. And then we go until June without any new content, and that's usually when the next expansion pack comes out. I guess with this year though, it might be an exception, not just because of the kits, but there is that bunk bed update that is coming later this month, which I think is very likely leading into the next game pack, possibly coming out in early April. So we'll see if I end up being right about that. But Evanla24 also asked, thanks for the answer. Also, will they be released one by one or in groups of 3 like this time? And Frost says, "We released all 3 kits today to show everyone the variety and versatility, but we will likely only release one at a time moving forward." Okay, that's good, because if they release them in waves of 3 every single time, that cost would add up very fast, because each individual kit is half the price of a stuff pack. So all 3 of them together, that's $15. So even though it's not as overpriced as the Sims 3 store was, still worrying that it could add up to still be very expensive nonetheless. And that's on top of the several $100s the Sims 4 already is with all the other packs. Next, Gabby asks, "I was wondering, are kits going to affect what's released in base game updates?" And Frost replies with, "Nope." So that's good to hear. I mean, there's definitely a lot more things that we should get through free updates. This game has been out for almost 7 years, but there's still a lot of progress that should be made regarding the core gameplay. Next up, Hufflepugs asks, "Any chance of kits collabs with custom content creators in the future?" Very interesting question. And Frost replies, "Nothing to announce right now, but I personally think that's a cool idea." I agree, but if this does end up happening, this needs to be new content, not like with the free updates where most of it was stuff that you could already download if you're playing on PC or Mac. Even if I was only playing The Sims 4 on console, I'd still be saying the same thing, because it's just less exciting if it's just not new material. Plus, it's like, oh, okay, well, if the stuff already was available, if it's free, then it's still okay. But I think the charge for it, when it's already been out for a good long while, and not just like, oh, the first month or whatever they usually put on for the Patreon sort of like exclusive time, where it's like, oh, you can pay a little bit of money to have it early, but if you want it free, then you can wait until later. So yeah, I would rather it be brand new content if they end up being part of paid DLC and not just free updates. The last question is related to cross-pack integration. So Shar asks, "What about the robot vacuum that vacuums around the house automatically that came with cats and dogs? Will this also vacuum up the dust on the floor?" And Frost replies with, "The Roomba from Cats and Dogs will clean up dirt and dust too." That is good to hear. I'm glad that there is integration in that sense, so now that object is more useful. I honestly keep forgetting that thing exists. It was pretty funny doing that video from a long time ago where I had cats racing on the Roomba, but yeah, that was a long time ago. But I think that is pretty cool, and SimGuru Ninja did also confirm during the live stream for the kits that the servos can also clean up the dust, and the maids and Bonehilda will clean the dust too. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulation games and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!